The power of networking. My name is Mike Wangwa, and I want to share today with you about the power of networking. Now, networking is very, very important in life. It's said that if you want to go fast, go alone, and if you want to go far, you go with others. There's nothing as special as connecting like minds, getting people to work with you to achieve a common purpose. There are things that your experience, your exposure, your expertise, your wealth, your energy, your knowledge may not solve for you alone, but when you get other people involved, it makes things easier for you. One of the common examples is a spider and the web. A spider has silk threads that it uses its spin rates to spin. Each of those webs or all those threads on their own cannot do anything, but when the webs come together, they form a network. When those threads come together, they form a network, and with that network, the spider can actually catch any insect, whether it is cockroaches, ants, all sorts. Some spiders have been known to spin a web that could catch prey 3 times its size. I need us to understand that in our lives, networking is very, very important. Networking is not restricted to a particular culture or a particular tribe or a particular religion. I need us to understand that whatever you are looking for right now is in the hands of somebody. Whatever you need, somebody has it. That your prayer point is in somebody's position to answer. As in, God answers, but he answers through men. I remember one time we had a political situation in this country, and then we had people insulting themselves. I'm taking sides with this one, and people were, poor people or just the average people, normal people, they get angry easily. They make enemies very easily. So people were blocking other people, making enemies with them. And then recently I saw this picture where 3 key men from the 3 different political parties were going for a wedding. I think the relative of one of them was getting married. Anyway, there was a wedding and somehow they were connected. You see, the rich people, they married among themselves. They are connected. And so that's why they will not fight your fight. They will not fight the way you fight. Because when you fight, you get angry, you delete people's numbers from your phone. You say, to hell with them, I don't need them, I don't need you. I believe in so and so person, and so I'm going to fight with them. Yeah, the people you are fighting for. Here they are taking a picture in a bus, going for a wedding, going for parties together. Because for them, it's about interests. For them, we may have different interests, but we have the same stakes in a company. We have the same stakes in a multinational company, for instance. We have shares. We are shareholders of a particular company, so we must come together for growth. So at that point, when it comes to making money, we have to put aside our political differences, we have to put aside our religious differences, and we have to network. I need us to understand this. So some of us, we prevent our children from relating with other people. Don't talk to them. Don't relate with them. Do you realize that you are probably stopping your children from making connections for their future? Don't do that. That's why many of us are the way we are. Because of how we're brought up. Now you're trying to transfer to your children. Don't talk to them. Don't talk to those people. See, the people that are going to help you, most likely, are going to be people from a different mindset from you. There are going to be people who don't think like you. There are going to be people who are not from your religion. They might not be from your church. They might not be from your tribe. And the earlier we understood that, the better. The sinners you are trying to kill, those enemies you are trying to kill, might actually have the answer to your prayer. I'm telling you the truth. When people do business, Christians do business with, how many Christians do you do business with if you are a Christian? Sinners and saints will do business. So when it comes to the matters of eternal life, that one is a different thing. But when it comes to survival on this earth, when it comes to making money, sinners will have to do business with saints. And so you need to be very careful how you treat people. You need to understand that people are important. You need to, don't look down on anybody, don't criticize anybody, don't run down anybody just because you think differently. One time I had a friend and we were talking. Young friend, he's in school, and then he reached out to me. He had some needs, and so we began to talk. And then I told him, I said, see, let me tell you one thing. These are things that I didn't know when I was in school, but I want you to know it. Please make sure, go out of your way to connect with people. Go out of your way to make friends. Go out of your way to begin to, make those connections. Make friends with them. Yes, you may not agree with them. They might look unserious. Say, no, he keeps to himself. Some people say I'm an introvert. My brother, if you know that you needed to connect with people to save your life, will you not do it? You say you're an introvert, you don't talk to people, it's not my style. Bros, it will be your style. If you want to get ahead in life, you cannot get ahead alone. You need to begin to learn to connect with people, meet people, ask them what they do, talk with them, make friends, interact. That way, it will be easy for you to come to the mind of people when they need to make a recommendation. And so I told him, I said, do this, do this, do that. And then I think the next day or a few days later, I told him, he said, the very next day, he started doing it. He thanked me because these are things that don't come cheap. I didn't know these things. See, I discovered that in life, all those NFAs, all those people that were not serious, all those people that were not serious in school, many of them, they are big time business people now. They are running corporations. So if we knew what we know now, maybe things would have been different. If we knew what we know now, we would have done better. Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book. He said, why A students work for C students and why B students work for the government. Did you see that? A students, the very best, the brightest minds, they are struggling to work in an organization that the founder of that organization probably has no experience in that field at all. I don't know if you understand what I mean. He probably has no academic experience. But he's a businessman. He's been able to establish A students work for C students and then B students work for the government. So you see all those NFAs in school, watch out for them. Keep an eye on them. You see that in a few years' time, by reason of their social interactions, they're able to get things that others have to struggle to get. I need to challenge you. Please be careful about connections. Another example that comes to my mind is Solomon. Solomon had 700 wives, 300 concubines. And then some people joke about it and they say, maybe we should go and marry 700 wives. I went for a conference one time and as I was speaking, question and answer section, somebody now asked the question, now said, what do you think? Solomon had 700 wives, 300 concubines, and then he shared the story of one other person in the Bible and he said he had only one wife and he wasn't as maybe popular or wealthy as Solomon. And I now said, okay, what do you want me to say now? You want me to tell you that you should go and marry 700 wives? Go and try it now. Anything you see, you take it like that. No, but seriously, Solomon married for political connections. Now, beyond the fact that he loved women and all, if you study Bible history and you see the times they were in and you understand how kings go to war, each of those alliances, each of those marriages were actually a political alliance. And even today, it still happens. People get married to form alliances, and they get married to seal alliances, wealth alliances, family alliances, business alliances, and even political alliances, all sorts of alliances. So many things you don't know. So imagine Solomon getting married to 700 wives and 300 concubines, meaning that he had influence in 700 kingdoms or 1,000 kingdoms. So before a king whose daughter was in Solomon's house will think of going to fight war against Solomon, you have to have a rethink because they were now family. Or if he had information or somebody else was wanting to go to war against Solomon and wanted this person to be part of an alliance with them, they wouldn't agree because they had formed an alliance. So he was a very wise man. No wonder he had peace in his days. Remember, he was probably the only king that never fought a war in his time. With all those 1,000 alliances, meaning that anything you wanted, you had 1,000 kingdoms you could get them from. Any form of wealth, any form of information you wanted, you get it from there. So these people understood things that we didn't understand. So it's not just about killing your enemies. It's possible that the enemies that you have even killed are the ones that would have helped you. It's possible that they are the ones that had the solution to your problem and you killed them and now your solution has gone. I want us to understand the power of networking. It's very, very important. I'd like to know what you think about this, or if anything strikes a chord. I mean, I can share many, many, many experiences in life of how networking got me things that I ordinarily would have struggled for. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you are watching on YouTube, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let me really, really know your thoughts, and please keep tabs with us and stay connected. I'd like to see you more in coming days. This has been Mike Owangwa. Goodbye and God bless you.